ride tricycles. And what we're going to do is we're going to write an equation for each one and then graph. So Leslie began at the starting line and rode at a constant rate of 2 meters every second. So we're going to write that as y equals 2x. Kirsten had an 8-meter head start and rode 2 meters every 5 seconds. So we have y equals 2 bits x plus 8. And lastly, Evie has racing at 5 meters every 4 seconds and a 6-meter head start. So y equals 5/4 x plus 6. What you're going to want to do now is get out some graph paper and we are going to graph these. Alright, so we have our graph set up and I wrote down 3 equations here. And we're going to want to start by graphing Leslie's. Remember, Leslie is starting at the starting point, so she's starting at 0, 0, and she's increasing by 2. Her slope is 2. So if I graph, it should look something like that, where I am increasing by 2 over time. If we look at Kirsten, we want to start, she's starting at 8. She's starting at 8 and she is going over 5. She's going 2 bits, so she goes up 2 over 5. And her line will look something like that. And if we keep going to the end there, she'll have a line that looks something like that. That's a graph of her line. And lastly, we'll do Evie's. Evie's, she is starting at 6. She's going over 4, up 5, over 4, up 5, over 4, up 5. And her graph will look like that. And those are all 3 graphs of the 3 racers. And we can use that information to answer the following questions that are left in the question 25. All right, the first question we're going to look at is, after how many seconds did Leslie catch up to Evie? Leslie is the green line and Evie is the red line. So if we look at what point are they hitting the same value, and if we look, that's going to be right here. So that's at the point 8:16. So the way we can say this is it took Leslie exactly 8 seconds to catch up with Evie, and they were at the same point 16 meters away from the start line. Question C is letting us know what the race length actually is, and if the race length is 20, so 20 is the race, it is a 20-meter race, and we're trying to figure out who won the race. We should see that Leslie, the green line, was the first one to cross it because they have the lowest X value to hit 20. So Leslie won the race, Evie in second, and Kirsten got last. It took Leslie exactly 10 seconds to complete it because she hit 10:20. Let's see, if we extended this out another 5, Kirsten would be up 2. So Kirsten, it took her exactly 30 seconds. So it took her 30 seconds because she's going to cross at 30:20. And if we look at Evie, Evie is going to cross it at just a little over 11.2 to be precise. So in this case, Leslie won the race, Evie got second, and Kirsten got third. Question E is asking us, the school newspaper wants to report Kirsten's speed. How fast was Kirsten riding? And write it as a unit rate. So if we look, we're looking at her slope. How we would write this is that Kirsten was moving at 2 meters for every second, or not every second, for every 5 seconds. So her rate of change is going to be rate of change is going to be 2/5 meters per 1 second. Or 1 second. All right. That's how we use rate of change in